Our last type of soldering that we did was called edge soldering, where we soldered two pieces of metal together at the edge. So the next step is going to be to solder a piece completely on top of those two pieces that are edge soldered. And this type of soldering, where you have one piece on top of another, is called sweat soldering. S-W-E-A-T, sweat soldering. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just melt solder on the back of the piece that's going on top. So I've sanded my metal already. Now I'm going to add a little flux. And this time around we want to use a softer solder. So we want to use a lower melting solder. So if you use medium, you can use easy or extra easy. Just make sure that it melts at a lower temperature. So I have one little piece of solder that I'm going to melt, and when I am melting the solder, I'm not going to heat the metal for as long as I did before. So I completely liquefied the solder last time and let it seep into the cracks. This time, as soon as it starts to melt, it starts to become mounded looking as it begins to melt on the metal, I'm going to pull the flame away. So we don't want it to completely flatten out on the surface. We want just like a mound of melted solder on the metal.